Welcome to the next section of this Microsoft 101 course. Now before we jump in and start to talk about templates, I want to do a really quick preview on what the idea is, what the concept is of an Excel template. Now I'm going to use our monthly budget as the example. I had to do this monthly. Maybe this is going to turn into a quarterly report, 3 months every time for this monthly budget. Well, each time a quarter rolls around, I don't want to have to recreate this. I want to be able to create a template, something that I can reuse, okay, that already has base structure built into it. Like this. If I were to turn this into a template, I'd first wipe out the data here. This is the specific data for January, February, and March. Just hit my delete key. And now I've got the beginnings of a template. It's already got the main headers, the main bills. It's already got the calculations. It's already formatted. It's already got a chart down below. It's empty right now because I don't have any data. But it's already there. It's just waiting for me to plug in the appropriate data. So that's the idea of a template. We're going to take a look at some Excel templates that come with Excel, and we're going to turn this right here into a template. Let me undo. I'm going to Control Z. That's our undo. Get that data back. So let's take a look at first taking advantage of some existing templates within Excel. Welcome to the next section of this Excel 101 course. During this section, we're going to take a look at using and creating Microsoft Office templates, and specifically within Excel. So I've still got the monthly budget open. I'm going to get rid of that for a moment here. We're going to talk about utilizing one of the built-in templates before we create one of our own. But first, the idea of a template is reusability. I've got a specific report that I've got to create every week, and this happens literally every single week. Friday, end of the day, I got to spit out this report. The report looks very similar each week. Really, the only difference is I've got new data for each week. But other than that, it's the same headers, it's the same layout, it's the same colors. That's all the same. Now, what I see a lot of people do is every week they reinvent the wheel. They rebuild that report from scratch. What a hassle, and what a waste of time. Instead of that, we create a template. A template holds the basic structure, the basic layout, the basic elements that we need, that every report needs. And every time we want to use it, every Friday that rolls around, we just create a new document based on that template. Now, within Microsoft Office, each of the Office applications, including Excel, come with some predefined templates. Things that Microsoft has built for us that we can use. Take a look. I'm going to go up to my File tab, top of my screen. I'm going to go down to New. As I go into New, I'm presented with a bunch of templates, things that I can already take advantage of. I've got one in here called an inventory list, one for loan comparison calculators, personal expense calculator. Hey, that sounds pretty close to what we just built. I got a student calendar. I got all sorts. Ooh, a family budget, monthly. That's what we just created, wasn't it? Got all sorts of templates that we can use here. I'm going to grab one of them. Let's see what catches my eye here. Let's get this monthly college budget. That one looks kind of a neat one. It's got charts in it and so on. I'll give that a click. Now, a lot of the templates are now found online through office.com. So you're going to need an internet connection in order to be able to grab a lot of these templates. They're free. You got a copy of Excel, they're free for you to use. So I'm going to hit create. This will take a moment just to download to my system. And there's my nice little template. This is my monthly college budget template. And what do I got here? I've got some charts showing off the different expenses I've got. I've got some months. Ooh, that's kind of a neat little interface scrolling through there. And down below, I've got some various bills that I'm going to be paying out and income that I'm going to be having. And I can just adjust the numbers here for the latest output. But it's a nice little template built for me that I can just start plugging in my numbers. Let's look at another one. I'll go back to File. I'm going to close this one. Let's get rid of that. No, I'm not going to save it. Back to File, back to New. And let's see. What do I got here? I'm going to type something in. I'm going to type in loan. Let's do a quick little search here. Loan calculator, loan analysis. Ooh, I'm going to grab this one. Loan amortization. Amortization. Is that how you say that? I'm going to click on that one. I'm going to go ahead and create. This one I didn't have to download. It's already on my computer. So now I got this nice little template here that's just waiting for me to plug information in. So let's say I'm going to be taking out a loan. I'm going to be buying a house, right? I got to get ready for rent. $1,200 in rent. So I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to buy 250. 1, 2, 3. My interest rate is going to be 4.25. Crossing my fingers. Let's see, 30 years, 12 payments a year, and today is, what is today? Today is the 20th of January 2016. Now watch this. I'm going to hit my enter key, and the magic is going to happen. Watch. Enter. Excel takes those numbers, calculates it. Okay, my scheduled payment is $1,229 for the next 360 months, and for total interest, this always makes me sick, $192,745.90. And it broke it all out. It built a little table for me showing me each of my payments for the next 360 months. But a super slick template. Every time I want to bring something up and show off a loan here, I got a template. Just plug in the data. Excel does the rest for me. Lots of templates built in. Hundreds of templates. They're found online, and they're all free to use. Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't build it from scratch. Just use a template. Try this out. Go up to File and New. Grab a template. Maybe search for something that's relevant to you. Maybe it's a budget. Maybe it's a loan. Maybe it's something else. Whatever it is, do a quick search. See if they got one for you. Create it. Plug in the data. See what you get. So we've seen using some of the default built-in templates within Microsoft Excel. Now, let's take a look at taking our monthly budget and turning it into a template. Watch this. All right, so first step, remember the basics of a template is to build the basic structure, the basic layout, do the basic formatting, and so on. Have the consistent elements always there. So I'm going to strip out the non-consistent elements, which is really the data. I'm going to rip this stuff out. That's B4 to D8. Just hit my delete key. I'm going to take the months out because every time I use this, it's going to be a different set of months. And maybe I'll just put placeholders up there. We'll just call this month 1 and month 2 and so on. Here's month 3. So those are just act as placeholders waiting for the user to plug in the appropriate data. So now I've got the basics of my document here. Now I'm going to turn this into a template. And this is super simple. It's a save. I'm going to go up to my File tab. I'm going to go down to Save As. Inside my Save As, I'll save this into my OneDrive account here. It's actually going to change. I'll show you here. I'm going to hit Browse. So this will open up my Save As window. And typically when I save a document, it gets saved as a .xlsx or an Excel workbook. Now I don't want to create a standard Excel workbook. That's your standard file. I want to create a template, something that I can base new documents off of. So I'm going to change this from an Excel workbook to an Excel template. There it is. This is a .xltx document. I'll select that. Let's see. I've already got one in there called Monthly Budget Template. So let's just call this the Awesome Monthly Budget Template. This one's even more awesome than that one. And I'm going to go ahead and save it. Now, actually, before I save it, it did take me to a very specific location on my computer. It took me into the Custom Office Templates folder. And that's going to become very important here in just a moment when we go to look for this template and create new documents based on that template. So I'll go ahead and save. All right, and I've now got a template. You can see up above that it is a .xltx document. It's an Excel template. All right, so I'm done with the template. I'm going to go to File, and I'll close it. Get rid of that. Now, the next quarter rolls around. I now need to build a new monthly budget document. Well, I'm not going to go File, New, and create something from scratch. I have a template. I'm going to build this new one based off of that template. Watch this. I'll go to File. I am going to go to New, but this time I'm not going to grab a blank workbook. I'm going to grab my template. Now let's see, where's my template at? Do you see my template up there? No template. There's the loan one. I got all those Excel templates in here. Where's my template? Oh, you know what? Right now I'm looking at featured templates. I'm going to go to personal templates. And here's my two templates. There's my monthly budget one. There's my awesome monthly budget one. I'm going to select that. And now I've got a new document. This is a instance of the template, template 1, an instance of that template. And now I can start plugging in the next quarter's data. January, February, March. So I got to go what? April 2016 and May 2016 and June 2016. Plug in the data and off I go. Here's 200 for rent. I dropped down quite a bit there, huh? But the calculations are all there. They're all ready to go. Formatting's there. My chart down below is already being built. It's based on credit cards. But I've got the beginnings of my document already created for me, saving me time, making me more productive. Create a template. It's a simple save. File, save as an Excel template. Get that basic structure, and you're good to go.